Hey, MCE crew, something just happened that you need to pay a lot of attention to because it proves why you need to capture financial independence as soon as possible and why financial independence needs to be one of the foremost priorities in your life right now in 2021. Now, we all know that the president came out and he made a pronouncement about certain mandates in relation to your job, right? That thing you use to put food on your table, roof over your head, clothes on your kids' backs. Well, looks like it, unless you do a certain thing, unless you move in a certain way with regard to this issue, you could be placed in jeopardy of losing your employment. Now, we here at Money Changes Everything, we are a huge advocate for business ownership. And the reason we advocate business ownership is because that goes hand in hand with financial independence. Right now, emphasis on independence. Now, look, I'm not delusional. I know that everybody is not going to be inclined to own a business. Everybody's not going to be good at managing a business. But let me say this. Please don't think that you have to be some super intelligent person in order to go out there, establish a business that runs very well and makes a lot of money. Intelligence or IQ and wealth, they don't have a one-to-one correlation, okay? You've got a lot of people who are extremely intelligent and don't have two nickels to rub together. Maybe it's because they don't prioritize money, or maybe it's because they're so damned rigid in their thought processes that they can't be creative enough to go out and do what needs to be done to start a business. And then on the flip side of that, you have a lot of people, you're wondering how he can manage enough brain power to breathe. But at the same time, this individual is just raking in the dough. There's a rapper who, now I don't know his financial situation, but he's got a diamond implanted in his forehead, okay? And the other day, somebody, he was in a crowd at a concert, somebody snatched the diamond out of his forehead. They gave it back to him. But this idiot is making, and you know what, sir? I apologize. I shouldn't have called you an idiot, because apparently you're doing something right. Because he's got enough money to go out there and produce a product that someone is buying, and also to be able to afford some of the things that he's always dreamed of having. And he said that diamond was one of the things he dreamt of having. And he said that he was scared he'd lose it. So he implanted it, boom, right there in his forehead where he could always keep track of it. This is a true story. So if the gentleman, if he can make money, and I believe he's making a lot of money, I don't know how much, but what I'm trying to say here is don't get, into a situation where you're overestimating the need for your abilities, or where your abilities need to be in order for you to go out and open a business. Because in the next few years, you're going to see a progression, okay? Here in the United States, in the Western world, United States, Western Europe, Canada, you're going to see more of a progression toward totalitarianism. And as that creeps in, it's going to make it much more important for those of us who want to remain independent and free to be able to opt out to the extent that we can, okay? And you're not getting that done unless you got some money, okay? To be quite honest with you. So if you're watching this channel, I know I've talked to some of you in the comment section. We're going to be talking a lot more about getting your business started. And I'm going to be giving you kind of an inside look at some of the things that we do in our businesses to try to help you come up with ideas, and to also understand some of the mistakes that we've made along the way. Hopefully you won't have to make those same mistakes that we have made throughout the years. So let me close this out by encouraging you to take a look at the financial services industry. That's another thing that we're going to be doing. I know that there's a big need out there for people who are looking for business opportunities. And I can tell you the financial services industry is one of the most lucrative in the world. And then the other part of what we do is real estate. So I'm going to be much more purposeful with coming out and telling you about these opportunities. We're going to be holding events okay, to get you in the know and knowledgeable about these industries. And maybe you have a place in either real estate or financial services, or like my family, both, okay? Because you need to do something that's going to allow you to step back, multiply your efforts by creating an actual business, okay? Not just a job that you own, but an actual business, complete with residual income that comes up and pays you without you having to necessarily go out and expend effort. Now, that's important because you only have 24 hours in any given day, right? You've got to sleep some of those hours. And so there's a limit on what you can personally do. But when you start a business, the potential for you to earn, your earning potential, is actually limitless, all right, if you structure it correctly. So we're going to be talking more about that, much more about that, because I want to see anyone who wants to become more financially independent do it. And I got to be honest with you, starting your own business is the quickest way to do that. Sure, you can invest in the other asset classes like stocks, bonds, commodity. You can do that sort of thing, but you need to understand that the asset class with the absolute best returns is a well-run business that you own, okay? And I'm not talking about you own in terms of you own some shares of the stock, but that you own and you have some management, you've got management over that, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll move forward productively. I just can't believe what's going on right now in the country. But it is what it is, and we have to take the good with the bad. It is a chaotic situation, a very chaotic situation. I'll talk to you soon.